Alright fellas, so today I want to talk about reattachs because no matter what level of wrestling you make it to, whether it's the Olympics or first year versus first year, you're going to get into a type of wrestling match, a competition, where one takedown is the difference in the match. Whoever gets the last takedown in the match is going to win that match, right? And so to be great at wrestling, you've got to become very good at common positions. So one thing I tell my student athletes all the time is to get to your attacks, win the positions, right? So Coach Josiah is here today. And so we're going to start out to be like a three-phase technique to get to our reattachs. First thing is our hand fighting. So when we're hand fighting, we're kind of trying to dominate head position, trying to control the inside position, and always create angles and such things. So when you're hand fighting, well, we'll get to that in a second. So I want you guys to come out, hand fighting drill, working inside, snap, push, pull, okay, a little bit of arm drag action. You can arm drag this way, push, pull, snap, fake, touch knee. Also, in addition to your, make a part of your hand fighting, not just the hands-on part, push, pull, snap, post, these types of things, lots of fakes, okay, lots of fakes, level change fakes, try to touch your knee, all right, thank you, good stuff. Guys, real. So, we're hand fighting, controlling ties, clearing ties, dominate position, never staying stagnant. I tell the girls that I've been coaching, getting ready for college season, if we're hanging out, I tell them it's like a quarterback on the football team. Even if he can't see the rush that's coming behind him, he has to have an internal clock, like 1001, 1002, and get rid of that ball, or else he's going to get hit from someone he can't see. Same thing in wrestling. We're hanging out in one tie-up for like 1001. If I can say 1002 against a good person, it's probably too late, okay? So you gotta have that internal clock where you're controlling ties, clearing ties, always improve your position, not allowing your opponent to get comfortable, right? All right, so my ultimate point, so let's talk, we'll do one more round of hand fighting, but specifically, like I said, if you want to be great at wrestling, you've got to become very good at common position. The most common tie, what is it? Collar tie, right? You're going to touch your head 12 to 15 times in a full wrestling match. So this position 12 to 15 times every full wrestling match you wrestle. So you've got to be comfortable clearing that. One thing I do is hunch my shoulders, thumb on top, C-clamp above the elbow, inside tie right here, clear, touch the knees, right? Touch the other side, boom, clear, touch knees. We can post if he's coming in, straight up and down. Thumb on the inside, C-clamp, post, touch the knee, right? The other side, post, touch the knee. Alright, then we can pull it. Collar tie, C-clamp, elbow on top, thumb on top, level change, pull it over the top, touch the knee. Okay? Pull it over, touch the knee, right? That's your collar tie. What's the second most common tie that we're going to encounter? Underhooks, right? Second most common. So we're getting underhooks here. Okay? Pressure on your overhook side. Get some, mess with this, get his head position out. You can slice sometimes there from a safe position, or you can pressure inside here until they start to get uncomfortable, they pull it out, then they attack the knee. Okay, so one more round of hand fighting, clear the ties, control the ties. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so there we are. Controlling the ties, clearing the ties, creating angles, push, pull, making them move, making them react to us. Don't forget the level change fakes. Okay, your coaches, your school coaches, your club coaches are always going to be telling you, make the other guy wrestle your match, right? How many people's ever heard that from one of their coaches, right? Anyone that's wrestled more than a season has heard that several times. Make them wrestle your match, make them react to you. How about that one? This is one some of the higher level coaches you hear a lot when they're in corner. Give them reacting to you, right? So you're going to do that with your fakes, right? Level change fake, level change fake, level change fake. Get them reacting, right? Never let them be comfortable. Now, here we are. I said to be great at wrestling, you've got to become very good at common positions. And so, like I said, no matter if you're at the Olympic level or first year level, there's going to be a match where one more takedown determines the winner of that match. And when I see those situations, especially at the higher levels, the most common way to score, anyone know what it is? Reattach. What is it?
Reattach.
Reattach, exactly right. So you can tell Dom's been in a lot of my classes before. A+, brother. So reattach, right? Even Carter Starocki and Chance Marsteller just now at the World Team Trials in the semifinals. Marsteller's kind of been the guy holding that fort down for many years now. Starocki's just coming out of college, 5-time national champ. They met in the semis, and it was a reattack late in the match. Just Rocky beat Chance Marcel. Chance Marcel, you know, good wrestling is you stay in perfect position. And, you know, I kept telling you guys, get your attacks, winning positions, but staying in solid position. Okay, so that's where this reattack comes from, right? We got to dominate head position and inside ties, right? So let's say I'm dominating over here. I got my head in the space. I got the inside tie. Sooner or later, in a 0-0 match or a 1-1 match, I can force them into shots, right? But here's the key. He tries to get to his attack. Okay, level change. Right there. Why did he get to my leg? Anybody? What's my first line of defense? Yeah, it was too high, exactly. My head, right? So you got to match their head level with your head level. If I'm trying to be in good position, I've got head position here, they level change, boom. I match his level. I don't let his head get below my chin. They get below my chin, they get to my legs. Really good wrestlers. So I match head position, he level changes, boom. Now he shoots, he can't get through my head and hands. Now he's out of position. Okay? To get to an attack, you've got to be risking to get out of position a little bit. It's the only way you can get to an attack. So kudos him for being aggressive, but I stayed in good position. So before he can recover, I'm chasing, getting to my reattacks. Okay, so one more time. Just hand fighting, you're alternating, you know the drill, that you're dominating head position, inside tie, match your level, ride through, get to my reattack. Right there. Okay, so crowd them. Pet peeve of mine, don't do this. Got good position, they level change, I stop it, push him away. Satisfied stopping his shot. Not good enough. In a one takedown match, that could have been your best chance to win that match. Don't waste those opportunities. So here you are. And it can be whatever combos you want. I'm not telling you what shot to take. Just the key is take your best shot. Block their shot, reattack with what is your best shot. Whether it's a blast double, outside single, high crotch, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Head position, tie, block, boom, right there. Okay, so let's get to our reattacks. 1, 2, 3. Go.